Hi guys, it's Webby. Welcome back to another episode of the Hot Hatch series. And today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we're looking at the MK3 Ford Focus RS. And possibly the last Ford Focus RS that will ever happen, which is a shame because Ford have recently announced that they're stopping the RS programs on the Focus. So, a bit of a shame, but we're going to enjoy this one. We're going to have a look around the car, take it for a little bit of a drive obviously. I've got to say a big thanks to Simo from Bez Detailing for lending me his car for the day. But in fairness, it's because he's doing paint protection and paint correction on my car. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see how that comes out later in the day anyway. But yeah, so we're going to have a look around his car, take it for a drive as I say, and have a bit of fun hopefully. So without further ado, let's get started on this Ford Focus RS. So here we are then, Ford Focus RS Mark III. Looks really good in black with the black wheels. I quite like the sort of stealth finish. Now obviously a lot of you already know quite a lot about the Focus, that they stopped actually building these a couple of years ago now, which is a shame. But this is a 2017 car. And so the 2.3 litre 4-cylinder turbocharged engine only came with a 6-speed manual gearbox and 4-wheel drive. And I always remember when these came out, there was a big sort of uproar about the drift mode. Now you could have basically do sort of Larry skids around corners and turn off traction control and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, when they first came out, lots of videos sort of were popping up online of people losing control and going down ditches and all these sorts of things. And yeah, it caused quite a bit of a stir. But thankfully that all died down and yeah, it sort of disappeared from social media after a little while. So this one is say owned by Simo from Bez Detailing, who's doing the paint correction and ceramic coating on my car for me today. So he said, yeah, go and take it for a drive, have a bit of fun, make a video, do what you want to do. So here we are. He did apologise and he says, oh, I've not had time to clean it, but we'll forgive him for that, I think. So in terms of what he's actually done to the car, it came standard with the standard factory wheels, but he's put these really nice black sort of 5-spoke design on them, which I think suit the car quite nicely. He did say he'd lowered the suspension, but yeah, I think probably needs a little bit more to be fair. The back looks fairly high still, but it's something he did say he was going to look into and maybe lower it a little bit further. At the front of the car, we've got the bonnet vents, which weren't standard. So he's obviously just added that for a bit of extra cooling. So it's still fairly stock looking from the outside, which is quite nice because it's sort of still quite stealthy, particularly in all black. So it's a good looking car. We'll have a look under the bonnet because he did tell me there's a couple of bits and pieces under the bonnet. So let's have a look at that next and yeah, see what he's got up to under there. So yeah, it definitely looks like there's a couple of bits and pieces going on under here. So we've got a K&N pod filter there, Mountain Tune pipe there going down to the engine. And it appears he may have taken this around the track by the looks of it. So this is, yeah, so it's the heart of the beast. He has done a stage 1 tune on the engine. So he tells me it's about 300 kilowatt at the engine, which is raised up from the 257 as standard. So I'd imagine the torque has taken a fair jump as well. So that's obviously 440 as standard. I'm guessing that's probably somewhere near 500 newton meters, which in a small car like this is a pretty healthy amount of power. So looking on the inside is very similar to a standard Focus. all the same sort of dashboard layout, the same sat-nav system. The sort of giveaway sign really are these gauges at the top of the dash, which show sort of engine temperature and turbo boost and that type of thing. So yeah, that's a dead giveaway that this is obviously your RS model. And then we've got this little device sat here on the dash, which is where Simo can look at all the details about the tune from his cob tune, which is actually quite handy because obviously it gives you your oil temperature, so you know when the engine's up to temperature, and you can start obviously pushing it a bit harder, because obviously that's what these things are designed for. I quite like the little sort of carbon fibre RS gear knob here, and that's quite cool. But then you've obviously got the superb RS Recaro seats here as well, which are super comfortable and hug you in, so particularly good for track days. Also notice he's got a fire extinguisher down here as well, which I assume is something again you have to have for track days. So he's done it sort of properly and obviously sensibly as well. But yeah, so it's all very sort of standard stuff. It's not too over the top, which is nice. And yeah, he's kept it sort of, you know, quite standard and pretty discreet. Alright, so let's take the Focus RS for a drive. What I find interesting actually is I've driven 3 Ford hot hatches recently, not necessarily for this series, but just in general. All manual gearboxes. Ford have a thing about manual gearboxes for their hot hatches, which isn't a bad thing, because that's what, you know, that's where they started out from. You know, before manufacturers brought out, you know, really good dual clutch gearboxes and you know, 8 speeds and other stuff like that. You know, all gearboxes were manual gearboxes. So it's nice to know that, you know, these sorts of things still exist, because more and more cars are going to automatics with all these different emissions rules and things like that. So, so yeah, it's nice to sort of get in and actually have a proper driver's car. As you probably already know, the Focus RS has got different driving modes. And the different driving modes will, obviously like any car, change the sharpness of the accelerator, we'll get pops and bangs from the exhaust and that type of thing, which yeah, obviously makes it a bit more fun. Oh, geez. So I've just put it into sport mode, which you can definitely feel the accelerator is a bit more responsive. But I've put the suspension into sport mode as well, and that, yeah, that's a bit bumpy. Oh, if you take it out of sport mode, that's much better. Yeah, that's a little bit uncomfortable. Well, certainly would be for long journeys anyway. I want to try and find somewhere where there's a tunnel, because these things make awesome cracks and poppers from the exhaust when you're accelerating, and also on the overrun as well. So yeah, I want to try and find a tunnel somewhere, and then I'll stick the GoPro on the outside of the car so we can have a bit of a listen to how the exhaust sounds. I've just seen a blue Focus RS just behind me. Turned around just to have a quick look, and the owner waved at me. It's almost like a little club. I mean, there is a Focus RS owners club, but yeah, whenever you see another Focus RS on the road, it's just you know, you give a little wave as an acknowledgement type of thing, which is quite interesting, because it says with this type of car there's a bit of sort of camaraderie, and know, you sort of quickly get to know people with the same car, and yeah, it's quite good. Even though this has been tuned, it's actually still really drivable. Some of the cars, when they get modified, are just too much of a handful. But this is really easy. I'm just driving along in 4th gear. You don't need to necessarily change down. You put your foot down and it just picks up, and off he goes. So yeah, it's quite easy to drive, which is nice. Where's the nearest McDonald's?
The closest one I see is McDonald's on Whitehorse Road.
Let's go there then. Oh, McLaren. 675 LT Spider just went past. I wonder where he was going. I'm gonna go and see if I can find that McLaren. Yeah, that'd be quite cool to get some pictures of that. But I think the way he was driving, yeah, I don't think I'd catch up with that. There he is. I'm going to go and speak to the owner, see if I can get some pictures of this McLaren. That'd be quite cool thing to do. So that's another episode of Hot Hatch series over and done with for today. Had fun driving around the 2017 Ford Focus RS. So big thanks to Simo from Bez Detailing for lending me his car to make the video. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel to be notified when the next video goes live. If you've got a hot hatch you'd like to get reviewed or seen on the channel, then get in touch with me, leave me some comments below, and we'll see what we can do. In the meantime, thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.